Hey foodies, welcome to another video. And today's video we are doing stew peas and we are doing it with beef. You have multiple ways of doing this, but I wanted to do it with beef today. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to be putting in there, cutting up the beef. Just stay along, zoom in on the hands. I also tried to change up how I recorded the video. So as always, let me know in the comments. So stay tuned. I'll come back to you in the end when we are testing the food.
All right, so we are going to be washing our red kidney beans. I think I use a total of one bag because that was a half-used bag, and then I add some from another bag. So I think I use a total of one bag. Now I'm trying to record with one hand while, doing something with the other, like I'm trying something new. Because I like when I see other people's video, you have an overview of what they're doing exactly. So I was trying to accomplish that. And it was decent for most parts. So I'm boiling my beans with ginger. If you've been here from the beginning, you know that I put ginger in everything. Now, my pot was too small. It was making a mess. And it was just a cute little pot, but it wasn't working. So I had to transfer everything over into a bigger container, trying to be careful so I don't burn myself. So that's what's happening right here. All right, so the peas are still being boiled, and now it's time for me to cut up the beef. Now it's up to you to cut the beef in the chunks that you desire. I like to be able to, I would say like a nice little cube. I want to see my meat. I want to eat it. So I think I did like a decent size. You're gonna see. Like, cut them up. Not too thick, not too small. Because if you go too small, then when they get tender in the pot, they just break off. I don't want to go hunting. I want to be able to see my meat. So dicing them up, rinse them off, and then let everything cook together until it's completely tender. All right, that's me again trying to balance with the camera in one hand, using the other one to, stir. I think I need to get a GoPro or something to strap it onto my head or something. We're gonna figure it out, but I like that overview look. I think it makes it, easier for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing instead of the side view, but we're gonna work on that. So I'm adding water, to make sure enough is in there for it to boil, because right now we need everything to be tender. If I was a crock pot girly, I could have crock pot this recipe. I think you can crock pot this recipe. Just leave it, let it simmer, and you do your thing. Or if you're Jamaican, a pressure cooker. You put that in a pressure cooker and, and let it do its thing. All right, so I'm cutting up carrots, Irish, bell peppers. I think let's call it habanero pepper, and onion. That's everything that I'm going to be adding. I'm going to be chopping them up in small pieces, or what I call small pieces. And my Irish potato, my potato. I was trying to look like a chef right here doing the flick of the wrist type thing, but I don't think my knife was sharp enough. It wasn't moving how I wanted to move. So that's everything all cut up. And I also add pimento seeds in there, what you're gonna see when I'm putting everything in the pot to give it a little bit more flavor. All right, everything is all tender enough. So we're gonna let it simmer again until all the veggies get tender also. I'm just gonna let it boil. Look at all that color. You see them pimento seeds on the top? Now we're gonna add some spinas, which simply means dumplings. But we're gonna knead the flour and put them in the palm and just roll them till they're long, like a straw or noodle type thing. And looking back now, I see that I don't have my apron on. And the apron I was wearing was a gift from my little baby, my youngest. He made it at school, so that's why I always make my videos in that special apron. So that's how you make the spinners. You see, just take a little piece of the dough, put it in the palm of your hand, and just rub it. And then, that's how you make your spinners. And this is optional, but most people like it. Some people make them bigger, but this is not a soup. So I don't think it should be bigger. And as you can see, the first pot would not have worked because look, this one is almost full to the top. All right, so that's the last of it. I'm gonna stir it, let everything simmer, let it cook some more to get the thickness or the consistency that I want. All right, now I'm adding my powdered seasoning. So my Mr. Tony, I have 2 teaspoons, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and chili flakes. So this is just a starting amount of seasoning that I'm going to be using. And then throughout the process while it's cooking, you're going to keep on tasting it to see if it has the taste that you want. And then you can always go in and add either salt or a little bit more seasoning. It's up to you. So it's a taste as you go type thing. Aye, easy with the chili flakes, my girl. Jesus. So I'm going to be adding the mixed seasoning now. We're going to stir it, add a little bit more water, let it cook down a bit more, and do its thing. All right, so it has the consistency that I'm looking for. So now I'm going to plate it. And I should have taken a picture of after it is cooled, like 100%. It's like real thick. This is just freshly turned off stovetop look, but it got real thick. So I'm plating it right now. My rice, I gotta make it look presentable. And you can see my beef chunks. See, it's very thick. Still like my beef chunks because, as I said, I like my meat. I shouldn't be go hunting for the meat. It should be right there. Try not to make a mess because this can get messy.
All right, foodies. So we are done. So Here's a look at the plate. Gravy's very thick. So we gonna taste it. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna give this 9.5 out of 10 because I think I put a little bit too much pepper. And I got a toddler, so you gotta be careful with that, but it's good. Just follow the instructions. I'm gonna put everything that I use in the description bar below. So just like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna have some bloopers at the end. But bye, foodies. All right, foodies, welcome to another video. And today's video, we are doing. I want me to cook again. Jesus Christ. Mommy, I want me to cook. Oh, oh, stew peas. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, my brain go blank. Anywho, all right.